I was petrified because you hear about, all of the opioids. You read the statistics. You hear the horror stories.
Chronic pain is one of the most common reasons adults seek medical treatment and care, and very often opioids are often prescribed to treat it.
And some patients say the treatment is scarier than living in pain, but one Covington man says that he has finally found a solution.
You get moody, you get grumpy, you lose interest in life, and you lose interest in the things that used to bring you joy.
Major Savell has suffered with chronic pain for years. One wrong move in 1997 threw his back out and threw him into a life of doctor's visits, physical therapy, and plenty of narcotic pain relievers.
Back then, the only thing they really did was put you on prescription medicines.
Savell says he never wanted to depend on pills, but the pain was just too much to deal with.
Like you're a slave to the pain, you almost become a slave to the medications at some point.
10 years after his initial injury, Savell underwent back surgery to fuse two vertebrae, hoping for some relief. After some time, he also needed another surgery to fuse vertebrae in his neck. So doctors continued to prescribe medications, from hydrocodone to Dilaudid, even morphine.
It was just a vicious cycle of you try one until it doesn't work, then they put you on something else until that doesn't work, and then they put you on something else.
This cycle continued until Savell met the man he says changed his life.
And he actually listens. And that's the thing that I was most moved by him, is he actually listens.
Savell started seeing a neurologist, Dr. Chad Domang, and with the change in doctors came a drastic change in treatment options. Dr. Domang says he's invested countless hours into research on the most effective techniques to manage chronic pain.
I think most people are familiar with surgeries, procedures, injections, but those three in particular offer a long-term option for pain control.
Those three options: a spinal cord stimulator, a pain pump, and medical marijuana.
3 months ago, when I gave my first medical marijuana recommendation, was the first time I administered a medication that didn't have as a possible side effect may cause death.
While Savell did not choose medical marijuana to treat his pain, Dr. Domang says the natural plant-based option is a top choice for many other patients, including Ronnie Dyson. Dyson suffers from fibromyalgia, and she says medical marijuana made all the difference in the world.
My pain level on a score of 1 to 10, maybe like a 3 or 4 at the worst, and I was waking up every day with a pain level of 10.
For Savell, a spinal cord stimulator was the first treatment of choice.
I insert a wire into your spinal canal, and the wire transmits electricity to the sensory portion of your spinal cord and intercepts the pain signal before it gets to your brain.
During a 30-minute surgery, Dr. Domang implanted 2 stimulators, one in Savell's neck, one in his back.
Even though you're still having the pain, it's not as severe.
While the simulators helped some, Savell still relied on opioid medications to get through the day. So Dr. Domang continued to work on a plan to reduce Savell's pain.
I'm a detective. I'm trying to figure out what the disease process is. And just like a carpenter or any other profession, I have to find the right tool that fits that problem.
Just this September, Dr. Domang performed another half-hour surgery to implant a pain pump.
To me, it's a miracle.
Dr. Domang says the pain pump works by delivering minute doses of medication directly into the area surrounding the spinal cord 24 hours a day, more easily targeting specific areas of pain.
If a garbage can was on fire, what makes more sense? Hosing the whole building down with water, or taking a cup and putting that garbage out?
And he says an added advantage is the pump eliminates the risk of abuse.
Because these pumps are under the skin, it's not like if they wanted to abuse it, they would be able to.
As for Savell, the pain pump changed his life in more ways than he ever imagined.
If I want to, I can vacuum the house now, which I never was able to do before.
If he's not up to cleaning, he can take walks with his wife, play with his dog, and most importantly, enjoy his new grandson.
I can sit down on the floor with him.
While Savell knows he'll never be completely pain-free, he says that's not the goal.
We're always going to have pain, but it's what can we comfortably live with.
And living comfortable, he is.
Life's good. You know, I'm actually enjoying life again.
You love to hear that. Savell says that the one thing he worried about was withdrawals when he quit taking the opioid pain pills. But he says Dr. Domang and his staff developed a plan and weaned him off. He says the process was easy and he experienced no withdrawal symptoms.